obviously we can, focus on the positive things that we did there against Australia.
We've got a very different team to those games that we played. We went through quite a few players throughout those 3 games.
I think if we play to our potential, we have the ability to repeat that again.
We've got world-class spinners, they always have. So, look, if you can beat India on Indian soil at any stage in any format, it's an incredible achievement.
Australia is a side that we all know is a very strong side. They play with a lot of passion, and I believe in playing the same way. So I like that challenge. I've always enjoyed playing against Australia.
For us to be able to click today as a batting and bowling unit, that's a great thing. So, and the most important thing going into a knockout game. So I've got no doubt that India are going to be very wary of what we can do.
On game day, I think you need to think on your feet. Too much pre-planning, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't work.
Quality of Indian batsmen, whether it's Shikhar Dhawan, whether it's Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli.
The way their batting unit works, someone like Steve Smith gives them that solidarity in the middle order.
We know that we have to put them under a lot of pressure straight up to try and give them less chance of clicking as a team, because we know how dangerous they are.
We obviously want to win the tournament, there's no doubt about that.
Yes, Virat Kohli is up to the challenge, isn't it? And so is Team India. We're building up to the mega India-Australia clash, which is just an hour and a half away from now, and up for grabs is the place in the semi-finals on a track which will apparently favour the seamers. So let me get in one of the legends of the game, Wasim Akram, one of the best pacers of all time. Wasim, the captain who wins the toss should bat or ball first in this on this pitch.
It'll be a cracker of a game, that's my gut feeling. It's difficult to predict who will be the favourite because of the pitch. It'll be a true wicket, and it'll be hopefully the way I've seen a couple of games on that particular square, it'll be a high scoring game. So I think the team batting first will have slight edge because runs on the board, knockout game, it should be fun.
Nikhil, I mean, both sides have a brilliant batting lineup, isn't it? But does the bowling department give India an edge?
Well, without a doubt. Ashish has been fantastic. We know what Bumrah did in that previous game, and he's been doing it, consistently in the last, 10-12 games. The problem for India in the slog overs has been sorted out. Ashwin Jadeja, Ashwin with the new ball looking to pick up wickets. He gets that ball to turn, not afraid to throw it up in the air, gets enough revolutions on that cricket ball. He understands his role in the side as a spinner, that primary role is to go out there and pick up wickets. He does that, right, puts pressure, and then Jadeja as well comes in and puts pressure. So I think Team India in their whole bowling department is looking very, very solid. You can't just pinpoint and say somebody's having a bad day, because everybody has been able to go out there and tick in the right boxes.
Absolutely.
Let me get Steve into this conversation again. Steve, except the Australia-Pakistan game where Australia looked really solid, 190 plus, the team has not looked settled, isn't it? Against Bangladesh, just about crossed the line. Against New Zealand, failing to overpower 140 plus. Do you think Australia is a little bit underdone, except that Pakistan match?
Yeah, look, we haven't been out of the best batting wise, but the good news is, in the last game, Steve Smith came good. He played a very good innings, 60 odd not out. As a captain, that was really important for him to get those runs, and perhaps even more significant was Shane Watson finishing off the innings with a really great 40, which turned the match in Australia's favour and put it beyond the reach of Pakistan. And when he's in the ball cleanly, he's as good as any batsman in the world in T20 cricket. His record is fantastic in the IPL. He's a crucial player for us, and the top order really hasn't fired yet. So Australia has a lot of potential to score runs. Whilst that order hasn't been settled, they're more than capable of getting a big score.
Absolutely, Australia is very capable of getting a big score like they did in the match against Pakistan. But my question to Kapil Dev is, Kapil, Aussies have played on this in this ground for a couple of matches now. Does that give them an advantage? Although it's an Indian home ground, isn't it?
Well, you know the condition better, so it can be. But again, I think these are a very negative talk. You have to play. Yes, we play on these pitches throughout our life. That is not an advantage. So both ways, yes, Australia played a couple of matches there. That's good luck to them.
You agree with Kapil, Nikhil? Before I go to Shivani?
Well, it makes a difference. Current, how the team has suddenly bounced. What Nasa said, they haven't been playing well, and they go to Mohali, batting starts clicking. They've got a firepower. You know, the bowlers understand what lengths to bowl. Sometimes it can work to your advantage, and don't forget Mohali, because of the height of the light poles, as a fielding unit, Boria, sometimes that can trouble you as well. So, you know, all those small things would probably make a difference. I understand where Paji is coming from, saying that, you know, all our lives we've been playing there, but all our lives Rohit Sharma has not been playing at Mohali. You know, Shikhar Dhawan has been playing at Delhi. So sometimes it makes a difference because you've been in that venue over a long period of time. I think the Australians have been there for about a week. So, you know, it might just have a little bit of advantage, but I just feel if it's a good batting wicket, I'd want to see the Indian team, their batting unit, to be able to go out there and express themselves freely, because clearly they haven't, you know, had the best of wickets in the last 3 encounters that they played in this World Cup.
I know Shivani is waiting with fans, and I'm also waiting to go to her to try and see how the build-up is happening there. A cricket match is nothing without fans, Shivani. Tell me what's going on. Show us what's going on. What are the fans saying? Build it up. Come on.
Well, fans have been completely, around us, surrounding us, and they're so excited for this match. I have our famous Chacha ji here as well. आज पूरा जोर लगा के आप इंडिया को सपोर्ट करने वाले हैं।
नमस्ते गलाले चलते आए हूँ, चाय पी रही हूँ। जीतेगा भाई, जीतेगा, जीतेगा भाई, जीतेगा, जीतेगा। हिंदुस्तानी दुनिया वालों, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को अंडा बना के खा लेंगे।
This gentleman here has been waiting for some time as well. What are your expectations from the match?
I love to India. India जीतेगा. I love India.
So as you can see, a lot of jubilation. Fans are actually extremely excited, as they will be, but they're also extremely confident. They don't feel that this Australian side is that big a threat as it has been in the past few years. Of course, in World Cups, India's record is 2-2, so that's another issue. Overall in T20s, while recent record favors India, Australia has been pretty good as well against India. But overall, as you can expect, fans here are absolutely cued in to the fact that India will like this pitch. Perhaps the batsmen will come up.
Dhoni great, Dhoni great, Kohli great. I love all. इंडिया जीत गया, लाजम तो मिठाई खिलाएंगे। अब गुल्ले खाएंगे या लड्डू खाएंगे? मैं खिलाऊंगा, मैं खिलाऊंगा।
All the players here, आप आ गया ये थोड़ा सा। पिच से क्या उम्मीद है आपको आज?
जो भी पिच हो, जैसे भी पिच हो, हमको जीतना है। बस एक ही चीज, हमको जीतना है।
ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम से डर नहीं लगना चाहिए।
मतलब वोट एवर प्ले, कोई भी टीम हो, जैसे भी, हम लोग अभी फॉर्म में आ गए। हाँ,
बांग्लादेश से लास्ट बॉल पे जीते थे।
वही बात है, जो ऊपर वाले का चाहते हैं वही हमारा अभी होगा। लास्ट बॉल जीतने का मतलब क्या होता है? क्योंकि कप हमारा, इसलिए भगवान ने हमको ये मैच जिताया। ले जाएंगे, ले जाएंगे, वर्ल्ड कप लेने जाएंगे।
Mohali is going to be absolutely loud tonight, Shivani.
All right, Boya.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, that Mohali is going to be very, very loud today, as the stadium is going to be packed for this epic match. But not just Mohali, fans are looking forward to this match all across the country. We are joined live by Rashesh from Mumbai. Rashesh, go ahead. Rashesh, can you hear us?
Rashesh, can you hear?
All right,
Okay,
we'll try and reconnect with Rashesh in just a bit, as Mumbai also looks ahead to this epic match. But here is part 2 of that exclusive interview with David Warner, Australian, the dangerous Australian batsman, done by Boria Majumdar.
The one shot that I can absolutely visualize is you turning and switch it for 6. I mean, that was a statement. I mean, is that planned? I mean, do you go into a match against, say, the trump card of the opposition with a pre-planned mindset ever to sort of take it to him, the battle?
You've always got to come up with a plan, and when you're out there, some things can change. If I go back and look at that, I was actually 3 off 7 balls, so I had to really think of something and how I could actually try and take him on a little bit. And I hadn't played that shot before, and I decided I might as well try it, and he threw the ball wide to a right-hand batsman, and it was in my slot. But then I look at Champions Trophy when I played against Chennai, and I did the same thing. I started switching it up. He started bowling faster and then went a bit shorter, and I sort of had his measure, but he's had my measure in the past as well.
Coming to the team, I mean, you know, you and Steve Smith, you are evolving as a great combination. Can you talk about the chemistry a little bit?
Yeah, look, we're both quite similar thinkers when it comes to cricket. He likes to be strategic and unpredictable, because in this format of the game you don't want to be too predictable. And something that he brings to the table is that indeed where he can go out there and change his mind like this, and generally 9 times out of 10 will make the right decision. When it comes with the bat, he can hit the ball 360 degrees. When we're out there together, we can work together very well with running between the wickets. We've got a very good mind together when we're out there. So, for us both playing in the same team, it's fantastic. We can feed off each other, and he's always open to an opinion.
There's a lot of build-up in the Indian media that this Australian bowling lineup is not as good. Yes, the batting is excellent with Watson, Khawaja, Finch, Warner, Smith, Maxwell, etc. But the bowling, do you agree? I mean, there's a chink in that Australian armour in terms of the bowling?
No, not at all. We've got 3 very good all-rounders that are playing in the team. Try and back ourselves as much as we can. We give 100% every time. And it doesn't matter who the opposition is. We're always out there, have fun, have a smile on our face, because we're representing our country.
David, finally, not many of my viewers would know that you actually speak decent amount of Hindi and Bangla, which you've picked up in the IPL. So give me one sentence of Bangla and one sentence, whatever of Hindi.
I don't really know much Hindi. Thora Thora.
Oh, beautiful.
In Bangla, Armi Tumagi Balbashi.
Wonderful, wonderful. I don't think you knew about David Warner's Hindi, but tell me, how impressed are you with Adam Zampa? 15 seconds before I go to Rashesh.
He lets the ball hang in the air. That obviously, gets to create some revolutions on the ball. If he gets a little bit of purchase, he can be quite troublesome. Because if he gets that ball to turn, he will trouble the Indian batsman.
Absolutely, and we tried to connect with Rashesh earlier, but now it's over to Rashesh. Rashesh, Mumbai looking forward to this India-Australia clash. Where are you at the moment?
Yes, Shobit, there's a reason for Mumbai to look forward to this clash. Of course, if India wins this one, they make it to the semi-finals in Mumbai, and don't the Mumbai Clubs want an opportunity to see their team play in a World Cup clash. A lot of them sort of expectant that India can sort of repeat the dose in 2011. I mean, Smash Lounge and lounges like this across Mumbai are sort of gearing up for this game. Let's run into some people. Guys, virtual quarter-final, is India going to come through against Australia, you think?
Yes.
What gives you this?
India is going to win today's match. I know that. And actually, we are pretty excited to watch today's match. So all we have been together here just to view the match.
The team has given you some nervous moments, a heart-stopping win against Bangladesh. About time they give you a convincing win, you think?
Actually, yes.
You guys come in. What gives you the confidence that India is winning today?
See, today, the last match, have you seen that? So Dhoni is doing the stumping last 2 times. So he's performed very well. And he is the captain who will be...
Dhoni's street smartness, Virat Kohli's form, and Mumbai Shobit expected.
Absolutely, Rashesh. We'll just keep coming back to you as you build up to this mega India-Australia clash.
India Today show said the 2 Sharjah knocks played by Sachin Tendulkar in 1998 are the best he has ever witnessed in cricket history. The man who always reserved his best for Australia, here to decode the India-Australia contest. Sachin, welcome, different avatar, but the same opposition. Do we have a chance?
Yes, I think Mohali is a fantastic ground, and I think the surface is going to be different. The first 3 matches that we played, they were difficult surfaces to bat on. They assisted spinners, and I think Mohali wicket, the ball is going to come onto the bat much better, and if it comes on to the bat better, then obviously it's going to go further as well.
Is there an over-dependence on Virat Kohli against Australia or against key teams in this side?
See, each team would have a key player, and Virat, without any doubt, is our key player. There are some wonderful players playing around him, but if I have to name one key player, then without any doubt, that is Virat.
If we take Australia, the one key player who comes to mind straight away, at least in the shorter format, is David Warner, and he's either coming at 3, happened against Pakistan, or at 4 in some of the other games. If you were captain of Australia, Warner 3, 4 or opening the batting?
If I am the opposition, whose face I wouldn't want to see for 20 overs. It's as simple as that. I mean, you wouldn't want to see David Warner's face for 20 overs. If you see him for 20 overs, you are in trouble.
So Australians are missing a trick there.
Well, I don't want to comment on their strategy, but it's as simple as that.
Our bowling lineup, I mean, if you actually see, would you play one extra spinner, or you would persist with, Hardik Pandya, Bumrah and Ashish?
See, if the wicket is dry and there's going to be a bit of turn, and Warner batting at number 3 or 4, then an off spinner will come into play post 6 overs. But if the wicket has a bit of grass cover and if it's flat, hard with a bit of pace in it, then I would stick to the same combination.
In an earlier show with me, you actually said Jasprit Bumrah is the X-factor Indian bowler. And that came true spot on against Bangladesh, that 19th over. Going for a misfield first ball boundary, 16 runs, dropped catch, but to come back. Special aptitude?
Terrific temperament, because that shows the way he's thinking. If things have not gone according to his wishes, he's prepared to leave that behind him and focus on what he needs to do there and then. And the second last over that he bowled, crucial over for us. Normally we always tend to focus a lot on finisher, which was Hardik Pandya, forgetting the second last over. We should not forget, because always when a team does well, there are few contributors, and without any doubt, Bumrah is one of those.
Is Ashwin going to be the key, Sachin? Against David Warner or against a Glenn Maxwell?
He's been in terrific form, and whatever I have seen in the last 14 months or so, he's worked a lot on his off spin. Earlier he experimented a lot. He would bowl knuckle ball and all those kind of things, a lot of variations. But now he's relying more on his quality off spin, and he's able to deceive batsmen with off spin and not too many variations, but only variations in off spin and a slider. He's been doing a fabulous job for us. Always given us breakthroughs and bowled those critical overs. So full marks to Ashwin on the improvement that he's shown in the last 14-15 months.
Couple of questions on Australia. I know I don't have too much time on this show today. Adam Zampa is their leg spinner, and Ashton Agar, if they do play Ashton Agar with his left arm spin, is that a department that India really has sort of real edge over Australia? Spin?
Yes, without any doubt, we've got better spinners. Jadeja has been so consistent, and the way he bowled in Kolkata against Pakistan was terrific. And if you see in all the games, he's come and he's bowled those crucial overs. At a critical stage, he's been able to give those breakthroughs or bowl a tight over and build that pressure. I think our spinners are without any doubt better. I've seen a bit of Zampa, and he reminds me of the great Shane Warne. He's got that arc that we talk about. It's beautiful, and he's not afraid to toss the ball up, and he's not one of those who's constantly looking to push the ball. I liked what I saw of Zampa.
Word on Shane Watson, retirement, World Cup, his farewell. If they lose against Australia, it's actually his farewell. If
been a key player for Australia, and has done really well. So he should be proud of what he's been able to achieve for Australia, and I want to congratulate him on a wonderful career. Yes, he can play well against us on 27, but as far as victory is concerned, we are not going to make any compromises there.
Sachin, many are saying that India has not been at their best in this tournament. We've scraped through. I mean, New Zealand we lost, Pakistan somehow, Bangladesh was the closest. This is the business end of the tournament. Do you think it's the time to now peak?
Yes, but you see, the earlier matches that we played, they were difficult tracks to bat on. Now, when we talk about T20, people think that it has to be 180 plus game. Otherwise, we are not playing well. But I thought 140, 145 was a good total, and all these tracks have helped spinners. You see, the first game, I was surprised by New Zealand spinners. With Santner, I will stick my neck out here and say that possibly Vittori's replacement is what New Zealand have found. In Test cricket, in all formats, because the positioning of his wrist is superb. I really like that. Soni has been able to keep pressure on batters. He's bowled some very good overs, some critical overs, been able to get breakthroughs. if you see all in all, the spinners have bowled well in this tournament. But Mohali might be a different story. The wicket, the surface would be harder, bit more grass. The ball is going to come onto the bat. So it would be a different story. As far as, I also remember telling you that New Zealand captaincy, Brendan McCullum's brand of cricket. And I was impressed by the way Williamson has led New Zealand. I thought his captaincy was good, spot on. The bowling changes were good. And the field blessing was something that impressed me. He's been able to keep his calm. So a promising youngster who's taken the responsibility and is doing a good job.
Okay, final question. Hot seat. You're always in the hot seat. India or Australia? Come on. 1 billion plus watching Sachin Tendulkar. Is it India or Australia?
Well, heart always says India, but if I have to be fair, then it's an open game. Australians have a strong batting lineup, very, very strong batting lineup, which can match Indian batting lineup. But I think as far as bowling is concerned, I would say India's got more variety.
Okay, so we need Virat Kohli to do a Sharjah. We need a Ravichandran Ashwin at the top of his game. We need a Mahendra Singh Dhoni to be as cool as he was against Bangladesh. If that happens, we have Sachin Tendulkar back here to analyze the semi-final for you, which will yet another be a blockbuster show on India Today. As always, Sachin, thanks very much for talking to me on India Today. Pleasure to have you there. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk to you after Mohali